Welcome to my channel. My name is Michel. Today we're going to be doing a flight from Corfu in Greece, and we're flying to Italy, to Rome, Italy. We'll be flying Alitalia, the Boeing 737 by PMDG. So we're going to be doing a full flight, a little over an hour and a half. And I'm using FS2 Crew for the new PMDG 737. I'm using Pack X for the cabin services. I'm also using GSX Pro for the boarding and pushback and loading of the luggage on board the plane. And I'm using FSRealistic also. So we're going to start by getting the catering done.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
We'll go in the cockpit, and as you can see, the plane is cold and dark, no power. I have my co-pilot here, and I'm the pilot flying this plane. FS2 Crew is a voice command co-pilot first officer. He does a lot of the procedures and checklists with the captain, so if you're not familiar with it, you might be pleasantly surprised. The button version of FS2 Crew is easier, but I strongly suggest the voice command because it's a lot more realistic in my point of view. The coughing you've just heard is the FSRealistic. I hear the catering arriving. The Corfu airport I got from Fly Tampa. It's a very nice payware. Beautiful airport. This is GSX Pro. After the catering, I'm going to ask for refueling. I have to prepare the PMDG aircraft for the fueling. I put this to 0. In services, I'm going to request the ground power. they're done with this, I'm going to ask for the refueling. And I'm going to go and start with my co-pilot here. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Seat belt. And I'm going to start
Check.
programming the aircraft. Flight number is 669, runway is 34, we're taking off. Departure is 34, and we're going to use the Tiger 2G. Execute, and the arrival in Rome is 16 left. Lat 3B.
Fuel truck is in position.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Yep, the fuel truck is here.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
15,000 pounds of fuel. That's the first officer testing all the alarms. That's done.
I'm out for the walk around.
And my co-pilot is going for the walk around. And I can continue with oh, that's not the right one. Here we are. The perf request. We're flying at 36,000 feet, not 38,000 feet. It's asking me to do this again, which I will. Fine. Now, takeoff. Flaps 5. Center of gravity, V1, VR, and V2. 136 V2 speed. Okay. $12,000 feet. Center of gravity was for the trim 557. And we're getting there. It's a beautiful airport, Payware, as you can see. Normally the passengers would come down here and board the plane.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes, please.
Okay.
There's the crew coming over.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Good.
Passengers boarding starting.
Passengers should be coming down there. There they are. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Windows heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 075. Altimeter 1024.
Heading 075. Altimeter 1024. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cutoff.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Hello. Thank you. Hello. Thank you.
Today we have 126 passengers. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I invite you to do so. That way you'll be advised when I have new videos posted on YouTube. Let's do the briefing.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It will be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust, landing at flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted at or above, flaps up, maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust, and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. LNAV is armed. VNAV is armed. LNAV and VNAV are armed. Flight directors are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, my name is Michel, and I'm your captain for this flight. On behalf of my first officer and the crew, we'd like to welcome you on board this Boeing 737. Today we'll be flying at 36,000 feet. Thank you for choosing Alitalia for your flight and travel carrier. If there's anything that we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please ask the cabin crew. Thank you.
So we're going to be departing soon. We'll ask for pushback and we'll taxi to runway 34.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat front. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat. Somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please leave exit seating responsibilities in the car.
Would you like the APU on?
If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be received. You are free to use your portable electronic devices
Starting the
during
APU.
the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once you depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
So the co-pilot does quite a few things. Gets the plane ready, checks the alarms. He's going to set the flaps. Started the APU. Takes care of the lights. Does a lot of things with FS2 crew. The flight attendant is going to ask if we're ready to close the doors because all the passengers are on board.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2 is 136. Heading 075. Altitude 360. Altitude 36000.
Takeoff speeds.
V1 125. VR 129. V2 136.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and zero.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
We're ready to go when you are. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 669 with service to Rome. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 22 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Start sequences 2 then 1.
Check.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Start engine number 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure.
We kindly ask you to pay attention to the following presentation concerning safety procedures.
Starter cutout. Number 2 stable.
Start engine number 1.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure.
Coprite il naso e bocca, regolatela e respirate normalmente. Indossate.
Kirkora Ground Alitalia 669er ready to taxi departing straight out with whiskey.
Alitalia 669er taxi to and hold short of contact tower on 120.855. Saving your confirmation for a good engine start.
The oxygen mask works properly.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Starter cutout.
Flaps 5.
Number 1 stable.
Full up. Full down. Center. Full left. Full right. Center. Rudder. Full left.
Unlocking gear.
Full right. Center. Flight controls check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Check.
Check. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Check.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Clear on left side.
Clear right.
Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
Set and checked.
Before takeoff checklist completed. Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Thank you.
Cabin is secure, ready for departure.
Alitalia 669er altimeter, tree 0.24 wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway, tree 4.
Runway entry procedure. Yep. Runway entry procedure.
Okay. Cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach.
Takeoff. N1 toga.
Check. Thrust set. $80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. $400 feet.
Alitalia 669er, contact Athens Center on 135.875. Good day.
135.875 Alitalia 669er. Athens Center Alitalia 669er is passing 1,900 feet, climbing 14,000 feet.
Alitalia 669er Athens, center altimeter tree 0.15, continue as planned. Alitalia 669er, keep speed, not above 210 knots.
Flaps
Keep
one.
speed not above
Speed
210
check.
knots Alitalia 669er.
Flaps 1 set.
Flaps up.
Speed check. Flaps up, set.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds, on, packs, auto, landing gear, up and off, flaps, up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew?
Yes, please.
Okay. $10,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000.
Happy to release the cabin?
You may now turn on your larger
Go
portable
for it.
electronic devices.
Okay.
This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galley or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
$1,000 to level.
Alitalia 669er climb and maintain flight level 260.
Climb and maintain flight level 260 Alitalia 669er. Athens Center Alitalia 669er would like to cancel IFR.
Alitalia 669er IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Athens Center Alitalia 669er is type 25 miles northwest of Kirkora 17,100 feet. Request flight following.
Alitalia 669er Athens Center. Squawk Tree 476.
Squawk Tree 476 Alitalia 669er.
Alitalia 669er radar. Contact 28 miles northwest of Kirkora flight level 180.
Transition set standard.
Standard set.
Roger Alitalia 669er. Athens Center Alitalia 669er. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Alitalia 669er Athens Center. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Alitalia 669er.
Okay, I'm going to be reaching our
1,000 level.
Our cruising altitude in just a moment. You have control.
I have control.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, we've reached our cruise altitude and expect a good flight for today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your flight. Thank you.
So we've reached our cruise altitude, so I'm going to stop recording soon and resume when we reach top of descent, just prior to that. And actually the flight attendant should be advising that she'll be passing for dinner, I guess, or snacks, I don't know, in a few moments. ...216 nautical miles to our top of descent. So this is the flight to Rome, Italy, and it seems to be a nice, smooth flight, so I'm going to stop recording soon and resume when we get to the near the top of the
In a few moments,
sun.
our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight
There you go.
service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
Some dinner, please.
Okay, I'll bring them up in a minute. Hi guys, here are the crew meals you asked for. Enjoy!
Thank you.